Hi, Patrick here from Half Cheetah Will View, and it is Dollar Tree Theater time. That's right. It's that time for us to talk about the movie that you guys voted for me and the Cheetah to watch and review for Dollar Tree Theater. Dollar Tree Theater was created by our good friend Hobbs Horror. It encompasses any movie that you bought either at the Dollar Tree or anywhere else that you paid $1.25 or less for. So that's it. You had to get it for $1.25 or less. That includes gifts. If someone gifts you a movie, that counts because it's under a $1.25. So I decided to throw some fun into this one. Um, I, I thought I'd be sort of a bit of a smartass and throw out a A24 film that I got. I got a movie called Ladybird, and so I said I'm going to go ahead and put that up there. I know everybody's going to be wanting to. As soon as I see that up there, they're going to be all over me, giving me a hard time about it. So, and they'll probably end up voting for it. And initially, that's exactly what happened. It it shot out. Lady Bird had a 57% approval rating. It looked like it was going to just be runaway and hide. But I leave the polls up for a week, and so when that happens, sometimes things do happen. And in this case, not only did Lady Bird lose, but it almost finished third. With 34% of the vote, you guys voted for me and the Cheetah to watch and review Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties. And I can't tell you how tickled I am with that pick because before I started doing the voting, I was doing it on my own. I was just picking a movie out and reviewing it, and I had actually picked and reviewed the first Garfield. So when I found this at the library for I think I got this in a bag sale, I said, "Wow, this is great because now I have both films." So I thought, well, it'd be a lot of fun, and I mixed it up. I put Garfield, and I had Lady Bird, which is a comedy drama, and then I put a horror film into the mix. I put Case 39 with Renee Zellweger, Ian McShane, and Bradley Cooper. So I thought it was a pretty good field. Yeah, so I didn't know who was going to win. I thought Lady Bird would actually run away with it. I thought you guys would all vote for her for that movie because it was an A24 film, and you guys wanted me to review an A24 film. But I was as surprised as probably as much as anybody. So Garfield: A Tale of Two Cities is a sequel to the 2004 movie. This came out in 2008. It stars Breckin Meyer as John Arbuckle, Jennifer Love Hewitt as Liz, his love of his life. It returns the voice of Bill Murray as Garfield, and basically what it is, it's the story's pretty simple. Garfield, there's two cats. There's a rich pampered cat named Prince who lives in England, and he's left an estate after his master passes away, and there's an evil relative. Her nephew's trying to scheme and take the castle away. The cousin or his name is played by Billy Connolly of all people. He plays Lord Manfred Dargis, and he wants to do away with Prince. So he makes schemes to do so, and that includes putting them in a picnic basket and throwing them in the river. So as that's happening, John is getting ready to propose to Liz, except that Garfield doesn't want that to happen, so he hides the ring. And then when Liz comes over, when he wants to propose, he can't, and he doesn't have any time because Liz is going to London the next day as she's filling in for Jane Goodall to do a speech. So she just comes over to tell John that she's flying off the next day and that she loves him. Well, John gets an idea, like, why can't I go over there to London and propose to her? So he decides to take Garfield and Odie to the kennel and then go to fly over to London. Except that Garfield and Odie have other plans. So they go to London, and Garfield gets out. Prince and Garfield cross paths. Garfield gets found by the Castle Carlisle's butler. He gets taken there, and where they mistake him as Prince, and then Prince ends up getting found by John, and because they're identical, right? And of course they are. And so that's there you go. It's a case of it's almost like switching places, trading places, sort of the Disney movie. That's what they did. Like the one with Haley Mills. Yeah, switching place. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. It's not that important. The important is so they get crossed over. Garfield's now pampered. He teaches a bunch of the animals that think that he's the ruler. He teaches them how to make lasagna. Prince, on the other hand, learns how to relax and just chill, and not always being the focus of attention, and he likes that. Of course, they have to team up at the end to overcome the evil Lord Dargis, who's trying to kill both of them. Okay, so let's be honest. This movie was made for kids. And it's not nearly as whip smart as the first one. This is not as good as the first movie. In fact, it's what made the first one so cute was there was a nice interaction between the human stars, Breckin Meyer and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they're not really in this movie that much, just very little actually. And there's a couple of fart jokes and stuff like that, and you can tell this was actually aimed more for the kids than the first one. The first one had a little bit more fun. Bill Murray's fine. He played it. He didn't overact it. His Garfield's Garfield. They had an all-star voice cast for this movie. That was pretty impressive. The cast for this movie is top drawer. I gotta give him that. Like I said, Billy Connolly played Lord Dargis. Ian Abercrombie played Smithy, the butler. Roger Rees, who some of you might remember from Cheers, he played Mr. Hobbs. Mr. Hobbs. Yeah, he played Hobbs, who was a lawyer. And the voice talent was really strong. Tim Curry played Prince. Bob Hoskins played Winston, the English bulldog that looks out for Garfield at the castle. Vinnie Jones plays a Rottweiler named Rommel. So there's more a top drawer English voice cast. It's on the paper, yeah, but it just really dragged. And that's a really interesting thing because this movie's only 78 minutes long, 72 minutes airtime. So, I thought it was cute, but I didn't, for kids, yeah. Anybody who's a Garfield fanatic, yeah. I love Garfield, so of course I had to watch it, but I was a little disappointed. And obviously the critics were too, because this movie did not get reviewed very well, which I don't understand because it's aimed for a certain area. I think the critics, the reason why they're harsh on this movie, to be honest with you, because most of the people who are critiquing this movie, they've been around Garfield a lot longer than kids have. I mean, I remember seeing Garfield from the very beginning, and so I like it. I know his character and everything else. So I think adults were sort of hurt that the fact that they made this movie for 10-year-olds instead of 40-year-olds. That's just what I'm thinking. This is rated PG. A couple of fart jokes, a little bit of thematics. There's because he's trying to kill us. You have to go ahead and tell your kids that he's the bad guy. He's trying to do some dastardly deeds. As far as the extras go, there's a couple of extras. There's a music video. There's some Jim Davis is here. He shows how to draw Garfield and Pookie. And some couple of other special features that are light and fluffy. So yeah, overall, I recommend it. I'm giving it a half-hearted recommendation. I mean, I watched the first one. I wanted to see the second one, so I guess that makes it, I didn't hate Bill Murray in this. I thought he's actually really good. He didn't overplay it. And the voice actors were really strong too. So there's some pluses on this, but it was just dumbed down too much for an adult to really enjoy it. Whereas the first movie, there was more for adults. All right, so that's Dollar Tree Theater for this week. Right now, currently on the clock, these are the movies that we're voting for this week. We have Out Cold with Jason London and Lee Majors. We have, I got this one at the library. We got Soul Reaper. That's right, Soul Reaper. Look at that badass cover, right? And then we have Wes Craven's Shocker. And the shocking thing about it is, I have never seen this movie. Never seen it. Remembered it when it came out, but I never watched it. So there you go. Those are the 3 movies that we're voting on this week. And currently, right now, to no surprise, or no shocking surprise, Shocker is winning. So I do believe by this time next week, we'll be talking about Shocker. All right, kids, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the sub button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. If you watch Garfield, either 1 or 2 or both, let me know what you think. Like to hear what you think. All right. Personally, if I was going to do a Garfield 3, I'd probably do Paladin and either Cheetah or the other Garfield that our good buddy Justin has. Okay, that's just me. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.